if you're going to watch it, if anybody's interested. So, on my last live stream, excuse me, I'm just still clearing up from today. On my last live stream, I said probably it was the last live stream or close to the last live stream. Well, we had a change of plan. The weather is just too good to not continue on. Although I'm very, very tired, it's really taking it out of me, this build. Even so, we decided to stay on a bit, and because of that, we're short on materials for the top plate and the ceiling boards. So we ordered in, we got hold of, hello Ozzy, hello Jason. We ordered in some more material, which arrived yesterday. It's only about 2 and a bit cube of meter, 2 and a bit cube of material, which was delivered. It's not a lot. It's like 57 planks. Damn sight more expensive than what we got the free timber from. Free timber cost me 3,700 per cube, and this stuff has cost me, I've got my multimeter here, the saw packed up today, and I was messing around with trying to get it working. It's working now. This stuff costs 16,000 rubles per cube, and that is second sort, so it's not even first sort. That's the kind of price you'll end up paying if you're paying for full price for second sort. Even now, it used to be second sort used to be like 3,000 rubles a cube, and now we're up at 16. Some places are advertising 12. They lie and say, "Oh, we haven't got any of that stuff left," and you lie. So you get it. It's just an advertisement gig thing. So you end up paying about 16,000 for it. It's the kind of minimum now for second sort. So can't really. Anyway, I think that's everything I've got now picked up. I think that's everything. I'll turn you around and show you what I've been up to. Good evening. Dobry wieczór. So that's the material that arrived yesterday. So I got that stacked up and all sprayed up yesterday very quickly. It didn't take long, about an hour. So that's all. It's all dry as well, luckily enough. He said it was dry, and I thought, well, is he going to be telling me fibs here? It's going to be wet, but no, it turned out to be dry. So happy days. So what have I done? So today, some perimishka or stud work along there. A bit of the top plate or vershnya obvязка is put in now. This window's now completed. This wall's completed apart from the doorway. We don't know how high the doors are going to be, so we're leaving that top bit out until we find that out. It's only one piece of wood in it to go in it. No big deal, bit of stud. What else have we done? So got the stud work done right through here. That was done before. The other kitchen window is in now, so now we've got 2 ready. That's all completed. Top plate in all the way around there, all the way around there. And I've just done, just before I switch this live stream on, I've just done this bit of top plate along there. So that's all got, that's all insulated as well. So you put a layer of insulation utipletal in there, and then you put the top plate on top of that. So I've gone along there, along there, along there, along there. So tomorrow I'm sort of working my way down here now. I did that this evening. So I've done a bit of extra stud work in there because the original plan was one piece in there, but that piece was bowed, so I put an extra couple of pieces in. That's going to be doorway anyway, so wanted a couple of extra bits in there. So down here tomorrow, hopefully, after I've done this bit of stud work here, there's a few bits to go in there, in there, in there, blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, so once that's done down there, then we're going to head over and do the back one and this bit here. That's kind of and there's a window to go in there. Quite a bit of work to go in here yet. I would think I'll be in here for at least a couple of days yet on this side. doing this part and getting this top plate on. Once top plate's on, then it's exactly the same as the floor. You turn a piece on its side like that, all around the edge to make a warm contour, and then the ceiling studs go in between that kind of thing. But all that's got to have, you've got, like, if you can imagine, you've got a piece of timber, then a piece of insulation, then a piece of timber, then another piece of insulation, then another piece of timber, then another piece of insulation, and then the final ceiling plate. So a kind of sandwich of 4 pieces, in fact, to go in there. What else have I been doing? All the internal walls are up now, all of them. This is obviously the living room, which I'd already showed. We're now going through into the corridor, which is the corridor. This is the tambour. That's all finished now. So you can imagine this is probably the proper entrance to the house in here. So you'll come through here. Then there's this tambour or cloakroom. I don't know what you call that in English, cloakroom, or where you put your coats and that, shoes and that, or tambour in Russian. So in through here, into the corridor, guest room there. That wall's all finished now. That's all done. Through here, that's just a blank wall. Closed them all. In here, you've got the toilet, which will be that wall's in now as well. Did that? So that's a toilet wall. Toilet in there. There's a window to go in there, and then you've got the bathroom on this side, and again there's a window in there. Other than that, it's just stud work. Very simple stuff. So it's so yeah, so far so good. I've got the amount of timber I've bought. It was all I had. In fact, it's 57 pieces. Eager, hi Eager. That was 57 pieces was all I had. So we bought it all they had. So it's about it's 2 point something like 2.4 cube of material that we bought in extra. So hopefully that'll do the top plate and the ceiling studs. With a bit of luck, I think it just fits in. But I've got to be economical with the timber. I can't be wasting a scrap kind of thing. So I've got, if you can imagine, we were planning on going back to St. Petersburg, but the weather's too good. So I've already covered up the reiki, which is spaces, and Dimovka, which is there. 25 by 150s, and I'd covered that stuff over there as well. I thought, right, we're going back, and then. Yeah, we got that. So we're not going back after all. So basically, all internal walls are now finished. Thunderbox. Shitter. Yeah. All the internal walls are up. I'm very happy to say. It's exhausting putting these. I was getting to a point. I was like, I'm fed up of putting walls up. I'm fed up of putting these bloody diagonal braces in. It's like if you can imagine, when you're putting a diagonal brace in, every piece has to be cut into place, and then the diagonal checked as well. So it's all. It's tiring doing that. It really is. The walls, and then to lift the wall into place and shift it about, and then. Throne room, yeah, that's an English one. Throne room, yeah, we use that one in England. Yeah, that's all the internal walls are done. There's all me. That's all that's left of the 20 something cube of 150 by 50s. That's all that's left. And they're all the offcuts, which are absolutely vital at this stage, because as you know, once the ceiling's in, all that has to be studded out as well. So whether there's enough to do all that, I don't know. And I can't leave the ceiling over winter without any stud work in it, because if I do, they'll all twist out of shape. So that would be bad news. So that's not on. So we'll see how far I get. It may be that we get a good portion of it done. The good thing is about the ceiling and the thing, it doesn't come into this room here. This is not having a ceiling. This is a open. You can imagine that window there, those 4 windows, and that is the beam that going to run across to there. So there's no ceiling in this bit here. So there's nothing to do in here at the moment. That's later on. So it's just literally that's obviously no ceiling there. It's literally the kitchen,
the sclad or boiler room, the master bedroom, and then that bit of the house over there, that's all got to have ceilings in. So there's not that much of it. I think we might just scrape it with what timber I've got if I'm economical with it. And I mean economical as in I don't throw a piece away. Every piece has a place. Every little. Here I've got a whole pile of offcuts as well that I've been working through. Basically, I'm walking as I'm doing stud work. I'm walking around with a ruler and just getting the nearest piece to it, and then cutting that into size. So I'm not wasting anything. There's a lot of 2 meter offcuts down there, and a lot of those will be used in some of the top plate. Some of that's using 2 meter pieces as well. So nothing to waste at all. Top plate's interesting. If you've never seen anything like this, basically you got your wall that comes. You got an internal wall here. So take this wall here. It's got an internal wall. And then you've got these 2 walls on the outside. So this piece in the middle, and these pieces on the outside. And the top plate locks those in at the top there. You can imagine it locks them in at the corner. And then the next piece comes on the other direction kind of thing. It kind of makes it a lock. So your walls are really, these walls are absolutely going nowhere, You could jump up and down on them all day. They ain't going nowhere. It's really a solid construction plan. I'm really, really happy with the architect of this. In fact, it wasn't my architect; it was somebody else who come up with this, and then all the other architects have adapted it into their own design. You see the same project, and it's got slight differences in, and mine as well. It's got slight differences. I've changed from this here, if you can imagine. That was supposed to be the bathroom. And that area there was supposed to be a 3rd bedroom, and we don't want a 3rd bedroom. 2's enough, so we put the bathroom down there and made a separate toilet. And then this is going to be a walk-in wardrobe from the master bedroom, so you can come through here. You can imagine it's the master bedroom, which is way too big. I didn't realise how big it was. It's way too big. And there's going to be a walk-in wardrobe there with a sliding door thing. So yeah, that's it anyway. That's my update for today. The weather is absolutely been fantastic. It's really been a surprise. We thought it would be cold like in St. Petersburg, and it's not. It's in the daytime, it's still t-shirt weather. I was like, what the hell? It did get cold for a while, and then it's gone back to warm. I'm really surprised. So, but yeah, that's it so far. Very, very tired still. I can't tell you enough how this has knocked it out of me. It really is. I didn't think it would. I mean, the first house I built was 15 years ago, and it didn't take it out of me like this. This is really intense when you're following a plan. I would say that if you're getting the house built and the workers are doing it for you, give them credit, because it really is exhausting work. It's when you're following a plan, every piece has to be cut to a size, and you've got warped timbers and all kinds of problems that you have to try and get round, and fix and straighten and whatever. So it really is. They do earn the money. The guys who build these places, they really do. And I can see why they cut corners as well. I mean, you see houses with between the 2 floors, and you see a pile of insulating foam pumping out between the houses, and where it is where they've not got this insulation in. Nobody's bothered to put it in. They just stuck them together real quick, as fast as they can. I was saying, as I was doing a video today, I was explaining this today, that workers, if you get a brigade in, they work by the job, not by the hour or anything. So they give you a price for the job per quadratic meter, and you pay that. So it's in their interest to get it done as quick as humanly possible, and they go at it. And if there's no insulation, this due to be insulated people there, they ain't going to tell you about it. They're just going to put the walls up. It's quite different to the West, because they're getting paid by the job, and they want to get it over and done with. So, but give the guys who do take the time and do put it in, the professional companies, and there's a lot of very good companies out there. and they really do care for what they're doing, you know. Big giveaway, big red flag if you see bloody chainsaws on the job. As soon as you see a chainsaw, yeah, I know you're in for a bag of spanners to be built. So you see chainsaws, immediately red flags up. I'm not using a chainsaw at all here. I'm using that saw there and a circular saw, which is under there as well. Where is it? Circular saw. Yeah, me DeWalt circular saw. So I've got a chainsaw here, but it's not in use. Not in use on this. It's only for cutting trees down and stuff, clearing the forest. So yeah, that's the update so far. Keep watching the videos. I did release one yesterday, and basically every 7 days I am releasing them. I've got a data plan so I can get them out, whatever. So hopefully they will be of interest. I am going live with another guy on Thursday, so I'll put another YouTuber. I'll put a post out about that on probably tonight or tomorrow. Once we've finalised it, that should be an interesting live stream about life in Russia. If you're coming to Russia, or if you're an immigrant, or if you're wanting to come to Russia. Because it ain't easy by a long way. Anybody who's been here some time can tell you it ain't easy. There's a lot of things you have to do, and once you've got residency, it isn't over. You've still got your annual returns to put in and whatever. So it's quite a job to come here, but that's what we'll be talking about on his channel, and I hope you'll join us for that one. Should be interesting. Should be a good laugh and whatever. As for now, grab my plan and gonna start the van up, get that warmed up, and go to the shop. Just interesting. Look at the beautiful sunset over there. It's just such a gorgeous place for sunsets here. But anyway, I'm going to take a photo and post it on Telegram. Okay, if you want to chat to us, we're on Expat Info Telegram channel. You can come there and say hello. Oh, and what have you. So that's for me out, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you for joining me.